Hello everyone, my name is Karthik. Today, let us discuss about phases in building expert systems. I'm pursuing my BTech in VVIT. Let us see the phases in building the expert system. So there are mainly five phases. The first phase is identification phase, where the knowledge engineer find out the important features of the problem with the help of domain expert. So a domain expert is someone uh, he's someone who has more knowledge about the specific problem domain. So the knowledge engineer gets the information from the domain expert. So the problem is identified, and the scope of the problem is determined, and the kind of resources required, and the goals objective of the expert system is also defined in the identification phase. So the problem is identified first with the important features of the problem, and the scope of the problem is also determined at this initial identification stage. Going on to the second stage, which is conceptualization phase. So in this conceptualization phase, knowledge engineer and domain expert decide the concepts related to the problem. Those concepts and their relation between them and the control mechanism need to be described a problem solving. So this determines the conceptualization phase. The conceptualization phase consists knowledge engineer and domain expert comes together. They decide the concepts, relations, and control mechanism needed to describe the problem solving. So the third stage after the conceptualization phase is a formalization phase. So in this formalization phase, the key concepts and the relations in some framework supported by ES building tools are involved. So there are some key concepts and relations. For example, in a medicine kind of expert systems, the key concepts are the symptoms and their relation among them. So the main disease can be identified by the symptoms of the disease. So those are the key concepts of and relations. So in the formalized knowledge consists of data structures, inference rules, control strategies, and what kind of language is used for implementing this kind of knowledge, this kind of problem is decided in the formalization phase. So on in brief, formalization phase consists of the key concepts and relations, and it also consists of the data structures, inference rules, control strategies, and languages for the implementation. So this involves the formulation phase, and the next stage is a implementation phase. So during this phase, the formulation knowledge is converted into working computer program. So we have made the program, and here we implement that program, which is initially called as prototype for the whole system. After implementation of this prototype, we go for the testing phase, where it involves evaluating the performance and utility of the prototype, how good it is giving the answers, and revising if need be. Domain expert evaluates the prototype system, and his feedback helps the knowledge engineer to revise it. So how good the prototype is working, how accurate the prototype is giving the answers. So if we take a medicine disease identification system, it should give the accurate results based on the symptoms. So the domain expert will be evaluating those parameters and give how accurate the prototype is. So in the next slide, we will be seeing about the expert system architecture, where here we can see that the user is interacting by the user interface, which is again getting the data from the user. It is stored in the dynamic database, which is empty at the starting of the questioning, and it is compared with the static database. Both includes in the knowledge base, where static database consists of the relations, among the different kind of, for example, if we take that medical disease identification system, static database consists of the symptoms which identifies the disease, and the dynamic database is compared along with the system static database. So this belongs to the knowledge base, and the inference is consists of inference and the control, and knowledge acquisition and learning module will be learn from the user, and according to the case history too, the human expert will be giving input to the learning module, and the explanation module here gives the how how the given answer is correct, like it gives the explanation for the output. So that is the main responsibility for the explanation module. The whole modules here are part of expert system architecture. So it consists of inference engine, knowledge acquisition and learning module, user interface, explanation module, knowledge base, case history, and special interfaces. Human experts and the users will be interacting with this expert system. Thank you.